That's a wrong choice. Anyways, guys, that's a good start to the video. Oh, damn it. Never mind. This was a bad start to the video. Damn it. Alright. Have some patience, boys. Okay, now when that's over, what is up, guys? It's Dan up here, and today I thought we would be talking about if you should get a motorcycle. A lot of people have asked me in real life about motorcycles. I've seen a lot of comments. I've seen a lot of people seem to be wondering, you know, and I get it. Getting a motorcycle is a big step. It's very hard to understand why you should do it, and you want to be sure in your decision. So today I thought I would go through a certain amount of categories and list some pros and cons, and you can make up your own mind. There will be a table of content up here on the screen, and there will always be down in the description, so you can just jump around. And if you like the video, please drop a like. It helps me to see that you like me and my rugged beard, which I totally have. So let's just jump right into it. First up is the cost, the economics, if you will. Having a motorcycle is cheaper than a car, and there's not much more to it. A bike is smaller, it's cheaper, it's nowhere near cheap, but buying a used motorcycle will look very cheap in comparison to buying a car, even a used car. Gas, cheaper. If I ride around a lot, which I do, I fuel up 4 times a week. Each fuel time, so to say, costs me around $15. That's the Swedish price. And after filling up for an entire week, when I have been riding like a crazy person, it's still cheaper than fueling up a car once. Here in Sweden we have a thing that is called trängselskatt. It's a form of tax when you enter the city. It's usually around $3 every time you enter a city, you know, and it goes up and down depending on how much traffic it is. On a motorcycle you don't have to pay that. They need your front and back license. Also, don't know the rules in your country, but here in Sweden you don't have to pay speeding tickets, because if you speed they need a picture of your front and back license plate and also your face to make sure you were driving. If you have a tinted visor and a motorcycle, they can't see your face, and you don't have 2 license plates, so they can't be sure that they actually caught you on the camera. There's not really a con to the price on motorcycles. The only con I can imagine is that once you buy a motorcycle, you'll most likely want to mod it a lot more than you would a car. A car you kind of buy and then you're done. A motorcycle you would probably like, yeah bro, I'm gonna switch out these bad boys for the twin 5 fill 4, this one for the extra G-Moo, put on the Acropovic exhaust, get my rims colored, get some LEDs on this bad boy, and I'm gonna switch the tank, new handlebars. So it's even though a bike is cheaper, after you modded it, you might as well have bought a private jet for the amount of money you spend on your bike. Second up is safety. And with safety I mean both your bike safety and your own safety. First up, a con. A motorcycle is way more easy to steal. You will need to carry with you a lot of locks. You will make sure that you park your motorcycle in places where it won't get stolen, so there's a lot of limitations where you could park and feel safe. You'll be very paranoid that someone's gonna take your bike. Also, someone can just go and tip over your bike, and someone could sit on it, someone could start rolling it. They could do a lot of stuff to your bike. That's a big con with a bike. They can harass your bike. Also, in the theme of safety, a motorcycle is more dangerous than a car. You're less likely to crash on a motorcycle, but once you do, much higher chance of serious injuries and death. In the lack of better word, death. So that's it for safety. Cars are more safe. If you didn't know, oh my god, like right there. Third up is accessibility. What I mean with that is how easy it is for you to get your vehicle from point A to point B as fast as possible. And a motorcycle can't be stopped. If you ride a motorcycle, you know about this, and you probably do even if you have a car. If you want to go into the city at 4 o'clock, a car will get stuck in traffic. You will have to find certain parking spots, will be very hard in the city, and you will pay for parking. At least here in Sweden, First of all, lane splitting is legal. You can go in between cars, you can go on the side of the road, so you always know you will get into the city without any problems. We also have dedicated parking spots for motorcycles, which are free, with the limitation that there are a few of them. But you know, one of those spaces are equally the size of a car, and you can fit around like maybe 9 bikes there, so they're never full. There's always room, and a lot of times if they are full and you just kind of park near them, that's a good pass, but that's a bit of a gray zone. So accessibility, a motorcycle will always get through, a car will get stuck. However, if it's raining, if it's snowing, if it's the wrong season, if it's too cold, if it's super windy, it could be hard to get your motorcycle out. Motorcycle is a little harder depending on the weather. Car doesn't care about the weather. If it's icy, you might not be able to go out. If it's pouring down, you might not want to get out. Another thing about cars, if you're going to a meeting, going to a date, going to the movie, wherever you're going, you get in your car, you ride there, you leave whatever you want in your car. A motorcycle, you have to carry a lot of stuff with you. With your motorcycle, you have to carry a lot of stuff with you. If you're going to the cinema, you have to carry your helmet, your jacket. If you're going on a date, you might start sweating from all the gear. If it's super warm outside, you can never wear shorts because those won't protect you. The closest you get is Kevlar jeans, so you will always be wearing jeans. So that's a big con with motorcycles as well. Also preparing. Car, you just step in. A motorcycle, you have to put on all your gear, you have to prepare your motorcycle, let it warm up. You have to do that on cars too, but no one cares. Let it warm up, you know, put on your gloves, put on your armor. This armor takes forever to put on. Fourth up, I think, is the general feel. This is more of an enjoyment, entertainment. A motorcycle is very fun to ride. I mean, I would not get on this piece of unsteady machinery wearing some plastic on my arms, going 120 kilometers an hour on a 30 road past the school if it wasn't fun. So getting a motorcycle is very fun. You will find yourself riding outside in traffic more, and you will become a better rider because you'll die otherwise. And you will get more of a respect for your vehicle. You will get a form of community, because even though I just commute back and front from school and do motor vlogs, I still go to meetups, you know. You get a form of community out of motorcycling. It can be compared to having a boat, I guess. You know, it's a certain kind of people to get a motorcycle, and so you will be a part of a community as well. However, a car can also be very enjoyable if you like cars. So now, after I listed all the pros and the cons, I'll give you my opinion if you should get a motorcycle or not. So first up, just because you get a motorcycle doesn't mean that you become the bike guy, you know. You
ride 4 wheels, bro? Fucking cage it, dude. I ride 2 wheels, it's way better, it's harder, it takes more of a talent from the rider, you become better, you'll get the girls, everyone likes you, you're super cool.
You don't necessarily have to be that side on motorcycling just because you get one. Getting a motorcycle these days is very different than it was before. It's no longer like, oh, look at these biker boys. You'll be a modern rider. Oh, God, fucking damn it, why would you do that, bro? If you're thinking about getting a motorcycle, you're always one foot in the grave. You should try one. You might enjoy it, you know. Take some classes, take some courses, try riding one. Because it really is a specific feeling, a specific enjoyment that's very hard to explain for someone who doesn't ride. Riding a motorcycle is very free. You're with the elements. Damn it! I was gonna take this corner so nice, and now there's a car there and he's ruining everything. God, you ruined my corner, bro. You ruined it. It's a very free feeling. It's very fun. You'll find a lot of friends if you go to meetup to ride with. And it might be a new thing for you. You know, you might have always seen car as a mean of transportation. Motorcycle is always also a toy, a hobby. It's very fun. You can use it just as a vehicle or a toy. And I highly recommend giving it a try. If you've been thinking about it, you're almost there. Take some courses, try it out. It's very fun. I think you would like it. And with that said, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. This was harder than I thought it would be to record. We're up in 1 hour because I just couldn't decide how I was gonna format it, because I wanted to make it fast, as fast as possible, a short video, and I succeeded in that, I think. And if you want a longer, more advanced video, leave a comment down below. Reach me on Twitter, Instagram, wherever the fuck you want to. And I'll see you in the next video, boys. And there's still no outro, so don't ask about it, okay? I haven't made one. Stop judging me.